Woo! 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 Woo!
All right, marathoners, we are really close. Runners, ready? There they go, marathoners on the course.
And we're off on the Silver Falls Marathon 2024. It's a good day. It starts at 8 a.m. and we're off to the races, and there are my parents. For the first few miles, you're running on kind of some roads and some trails, and as you can see, it was a nice day out there. A little overcast, but nothing crazy. As I'm running throughout the race, you'll see this person in blue. Her name was Mariko. She ends up running in front of me for probably 90% of the race, so it was really cool. I'm that blue dot there at the top of the map, and here's my elevation of where we're at. We're just moving into the first real aid station. There are my parents again over there. We're just under 6 miles in, so it's not that far, and I didn't really need any aid, so I was able to run right through this one. After that moment, you have your first kind of little climb of the day, so that's always nice to get you going warmed up. Right here I'm at about a mile 8. All of this is still pretty runnable. I think I'm averaging probably around a 9-minute mile at this point, so still feeling pretty good. Like I said, the weather was perfect. It was a little chilly in the morning, but as you can see, a little overcast, but felt good. Didn't have to wear a jacket or anything, and it never really rained on us. It was a bit of a surprise, but right here we had a river crossing.
Good thing I stepped around all those puddles.
And what was funny is a few people in front there, you can see him barely. He has garbage bags in his hands. We came around the corner and there was a guy with garbage bags, like plastic garbage bags, on his legs, covering up his shoes all the way up to ankles, up to his knees almost, so he didn't get his feet wet, which was pretty funny to say the least. But at this moment, my feet are pretty numb, and you just keep moving forward. There I am, the blue dot on the left-hand side, and we're coming up to the big climb, 10.5 miles.
There we are. Big climb, I think. Around mile 11 or so.
It was nice because it was definitely a place where you could get some jogging in, but also do some power walking. So going back and forth from that, made the legs feel good. Just made it to the top of the trail of the first big climb. Now get some downhill.
All right, halfway in. Just about 13 miles, 2 hours and 4 minutes. The goal is trying to get under 420. It's gonna be close. Keep going.
That's right, the goal is to beat 4 hours and 20 minutes. I think that was going to give me an average of about 10-minute miles is what I estimated, and I thought that would be a great goal for this. Really loved the trails. Everything was pretty runnable and nice trail conditions. Some of the downhill was a little slippery, but otherwise it was a Great one out there. After your first big climb, you kind of head down to this river. You get across this cool little bridge here. And then you have your second major climb of the day, other than at the end when you're going around the waterfalls. But again, this is a trail's great. Good running. And as you can see, the leaves are turning yellow, so it was really, really pretty out there. Here we're coming in back to the aid station. I think it's aid number 2 on the first time you see it, and now it's aid station number 5. It's about 19 miles in.
What do you need? Electrolytes, please. Electrolytes.
Once you get to this section, you know you're getting down to the waterfalls area, which is the whole reason you run the race. And there's our first waterfall of the day. Oftentimes I'm just running, watching my head around these rocks, and usually what happens is the waterfalls are behind you, so you don't really see them. But you also get to deal with these stairs.
On your left. Oh, sorry.
It's really cool to be able to run on this trail. Most of the time you're running downriver, so you're actually going downhill for it.
Did you see other runners come by? Okay, good.
Then you kind of go uphill behind each waterfall.
Woo!
It was crazy because it was so dark in there, you couldn't see your feet at all, so I kind of took it slow to make sure I didn't slip or twist an ankle on a rock or something like that. This is where you start to see a lot more people.
Thanks, guys. Woo.
Dodging around all these people. It's pretty nice. They got out of the way most of the time. And then also there were sections like this. Just tons of stairs. If anyone could count how many there are, that'd be nice. I'll give you $1. Legs are definitely feeling these stairs at the end of it, that's for sure. This is our last waterfall that we go by, and I've run the 50K a couple years ago, so I know that we're coming close to the end, that there's some stairs I got to go up, a few miles, and then one last hill. So I'm still feeling pretty good at this moment, so I'm really enjoying it this time.
Thanks. Woo! Woo!
And here we go. This is called Nutcracker Hill or something like that. It's the last hill.
Final big hill. About a mile, 1.2 miles to go. Big hill. Last one.
And I don't know if they changed the distance of the hill or something, but when I ran it with the 50K, I felt like it was a lot longer and further. This one actually was pretty short and steep, but I was able to run and then hike and run and hike up it. So I went pretty quick up here. And I know that I have like just under a mile to go, so that always makes you run a little faster as well.
Not gonna be able to fill it all.
The downhill of the hill was pretty steep and muddy, so there was a couple people I passed just walking, making sure they didn't fall. I just bombed down it though, I don't care. Here's the final stretch home.
50 seconds to make it 420.
My legs still felt pretty good, definitely cramping a bit in my hamstrings, but not as bad as I've ever had, good enough to push it. Trying to make it under that goal time of 420.
For 2019?
2019. Say it louder.
Yes, you need to say it louder. Good job. Woo!
Thank you, buddy.
You bet. I can pull the tag up the bike for you too.
All right, male 35 to 39 in first, Aaron Flint. Second is Josh Stromberg. Come on up, Josh.
I took first place in my age division and 12th place overall. Pretty excited about that one for sure. It was a great race. Here's my buddy Branson. He took second place overall in the 50K. That was my race. The Silver Falls Marathon 2024. Great time, great race, great fun. See you on the next one.